All right, so what's poppin', Big Headed fam? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Gotti and Beezy Show. It's your boy, Big Gotti.
It's your boy, Busy Mac, and the handicapper assassin.
Yes, sir. Shouts out to our sponsors, man. G Exotics, the Smokers Club, man. We do this for y'all. Hey, Beezy, jump into that news for him. Let them know what's popping this week, P.
Facts. We gonna get right to it. I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Off top.
And we gonna kick it off with Lil Durk, man. Following his arrest for a murder for hire plot connected to the Quando Rondo shooting in LA like this past year or two.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy when I heard the news, though, because, everybody thought it was some LA stuff. They didn't think that, Lil Durk had nothing to do with it due to the fact that it was in LA,
No, for sure. I was the same way. I thought it had something to do with, the Crips in the neighborhoods and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that, but it came back around that it's Lil Durk, and, Lil Durk is a big star.
No,
so for
sure.
people to see that, it's kind of surprising. And I seen a lot of people looking like, damn, what's going on,
No, for sure. And the way they be moving nowadays, just telling on themselves and their music, putting all their business out there and little subliminal messages on social media, that shit will catch up, like you said. And the people are trying to solve the murders faster than the police is, man.
The internet, right?
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, they definitely trying to solve it faster than the police. Well, actually, they solving it faster than the police because they basically giving all the tips and clues for the police to go out there and make arrests. And I thought he would be indicted in the FBG Duck one. You know what I mean? But it never came around. He
slipped away from that one,
Yeah, he slipped away from that one. That's facts.
And he's been dodging a couple, couple Fed cases these past couple years. So it's like just a matter of time, like I said, man. You want to move messy, that shit's going to catch up.
But yeah, and them phone communications, when the police look at, who you was talking to, your text messages, who you pay, they start, unraveling the plan and, they start figuring out everybody that was involved. So that's what really happened in this situation.
Nah, not just that. Like, people are looking up to him. Kids are looking up to him. You know what I mean? And then this comes back. They're giving him the keys to the city. They're giving him, days in Chicago. So they're taking all that shit back.
Like, yeah, you said something about that earlier. They took away the keys to the city from him.
Yeah.
Because he was doing a lot of charitable events.
That's what I mean.
I think he knew that he had some bad stuff on his conscience.
No, for sure. And that's why I think, my bad.
Go ahead, Pete.
He was leaning more to the Muslim religion and all types of shit. Like he was trying to, turn over a new leaf in life. But all that shit will come back to haunt you in the end.
Especially when you're doing negative things to people, God got a way of making things right.
No, facts.
You know what I mean? So that's what really God did in this situation. He made things right. And Lil Durk should have known better because, he put on Lil Vine. He seen what happened to him. And I understand he want to get back, right? But at a certain point, you got to say, man, I'm a star. I'm getting money.
Facts.
Everything that happens, it happens for a reason. And Vaughn kind of brought that to itself.
No, facts.
You seen what happened that night.
And like you said, he's seen how Vaughn went out. So I wouldn't even want to, dib and dabble in that because you already know it comes from that. So, but he was moving messy,
Yeah.
So shit came to bite him in the ass. Like, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, the feds don't play that too. So he got to realize when you paying people on Cash Apps and Zelles and, they're going to go back and they're going to look at all those transactions and see like, oh, okay, bruh paid him $20,000, paid him $20,000, paid all these people and they got the job done.
Not just that,
so he going to pay him.
Yeah, they're going to go back, listen to your music, go back, look at the comments, go back, look at your IG, look at your posts. That's why people are folding. They're trying to delete all their IGs and their accounts and all. And speaking of that, what was I about to say? Facebook?
Yeah.
That they saying that they could use your information. Even if you delete your account.
No, for sure.
But they could still use your information in case the cops need you or want you or need some information on you. So even if you delete your shit's still all in their possession, man. So
because they got like the server that keeps everything. So while you letting it go off of your page, that don't mean that they server ain't keeping it forever. And the problem with these people is that, like you said, they rap about it, they glorify it, and they talk on the phone about it and they think they got away with it. And so things come back full circle. And that's just something you got to deal with when you're doing negative things, the consequences.
No, for sure. I don't think he thought about that. He thought he was yummy.
He thought he was untouchable because all those millions in the bank make you feel like, And then like, them encrypted phones. So they think they can talk on the phone crazy.
For sure.
And, but Feds is ahead of that. They starting to figure out new ways to combat crime. So, shouts out to, Lil Durk, shouts out to Quando Rondo. I know the beef got deeper than what y'all expected, but I know Quando finna go to the Feds. I think he took a deal.
Yeah, nothing good is gonna happen.
Yeah, Lil Durk. Now he definitely, You know what I'm saying? Going to the feds because the U.S. Marshals finna send him back to somewhere, I think. So
Yeah, man.
shouts out to them in that situation, man. I hope it was worth it. But
Yeah,
y'all stay
facts. I
safe,
hope it
man,
was
through y'all
worth it.
journey, man. You know what I mean? That gangster stuff, it come with consequences.
Nah, for sure. And
What
you
else
should
you
already
got up
learn.
for?
We gonna keep it rolling. But since we in the area, man, we got DC Baby Draco calling out Jaleem Pino or whatever her last name is.
Jaleec?
Yeah,
Jaleec Pino. Okay,
Yeah. So he's calling out her. They're like some bloggers who like Adam 22 and they expose stuff in the rap game and shit.
off top.
And she's exposing a little too much, I guess, because she was saying that's why about the EBK and all them. She said that's why one of the EBKs is taking the rap for one of the other ones, like that got the body, but someone else is taking the rap for him.
Yeah, she basically said that EBK Lebo
Yeah.
was the one that did it to Jay Black.
Facts.
And I mean, I don't know. You know, you shouldn't
That's
be
what I'm
saying
saying.
things like that.
Making accusations and allegations.
Yeah, that is dry snitching because it makes the police go look into things like that. And for DC Baby Draco to call her out on it, you know, I'm gonna say this, man. He right about that because you don't do that type of shit. I know that you're trying to get subscribers. I know you're trying to get followers. I understand. You know what I mean? Your movement, and ain't no hate on Jaleec. Ain't no hate on Baby Draco for exposing her.
No.
But I'm gonna say like this: some things, man, when you in the streets, you got to keep your mouth closed. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. It's all public information. She's just relaying the message. You know what I mean?
You think she relaying the message, but I think
No, she knows exactly what she's doing. But I'm saying it's public information already, so anybody could go get it. It's just what information you want to put out there. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I think that it's not public information, in my personal opinion. I think that she knows ins and outs about the streets, saying Lebo was in the car, but he didn't get caught.
Yeah.
I think that Lebo, if he did get away with it and he did do it, then you should let the streets just handle that. Don't be talking because there ain't no public in that.
No.
Because you don't expose other people for their crimes.
Yeah, because some shit should be known. I'm like, how you know that unless, you know what I'm saying? You got
unless you talk to somebody.
Yeah, unless you got an inside.
And you know, she's a female, so she might have messed with some dude. No disrespect to Jaleec, right? But she might have messed with some dude and he might have told her, pillow talk to her and told her a couple of little things. And now she knows some information, which is cool. I'm not trying to talk down on her or the person that gave her the information. Yeah. But I'm saying like this, at a certain point when you start exposing things about people was involved in murders and stuff, no matter if we trying to get YouTube views or not, that's snitching, you know? No. You can't do things like that. Facts. And when DC Baby Draco come out and say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, Jaleec, this is snitching. You doing this, you doing that. I think he right about that. I mean, what's your opinion?
But they both do about the same thing.
What you mean?
Like he's doing the same shit, but he's not giving them as much information as she's giving them, man. Which brings me to my next.
Oh, what you mean? Hold on. Before you go to your next, because
because it's kind of related.
But I'm saying, do you feel like what Jaleec is doing is okay because she's doing it?
No, for sure not.
No?
No. Because it's going to end up biting her ass in the end, you know what I mean? Because she's relaying information that no one else knows. And that's just what I'm saying.
And I heard a lot of people said this. She's going to end up getting killed for doing that.
Exactly.
Just like
people don't take that shit lightly, for sure.
And I feel like if Lebo was in the car, Lebo will be the first person that's trying to come get you because you exposing his business.
And she's inserting herself into that, you know what I mean, messiness and shit.
Yeah, but shouts out to Jaleec and all them. I just hope they, know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah, which brings me to my next thing. So do you consider podcasters and bloggers and shit like dry snitches since they're doing this shit like that?
You know, when I interviewed,
it's not just her. You know what I'm saying? We can't just bash her. It's a lot of them, like Swamp Stories and all that shit.
When I interviewed Stockton Time, I crossed that bridge and I asked myself that question: was what they're doing snitching? And I think that at a certain point, when you start saying EBK Lebo killed Jay Black and he was in the car, I think that that's snitching. Those type of things shouldn't even be out for the public, only the inside people know about things like that.
And I agree.
And that's what I'm gonna say. Like, you gotta straddle that fence. You know what I mean? Because you can report the news, but you don't gotta start snitching. Everybody grew up small since we was kids, knowing what snitching was.
For sure.
Tattletelling.
Our parents even embedded it in us. Like, put your head down. The cops are coming. You know what I'm saying? Put your seatbelt on. Like,
yeah. Even your parents, like you said, even our parents, they embedded that in us, man. Police is the enemy.
Yeah, so that's how it got to me, for sure.
So when you start giving the police information, whether it's the internet or not, because you got detectives on the internet right now that's watching everything we say.
Exactly what I'm gonna get into right now. Yeah. So hold that thought,
everybody
man.
say you got detectives watching everything we say. So Jaleec, man, I don't know. You got to just straddle the fence because some dude gonna end up trying to do something to you, set you up in a situation.
I'm glad she don't move crazy, like she don't show her face and show herself, but she still posts pictures and people know who she is. But
I don't want to disrespect her and say what she's doing. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect her and say, "Oh, this is done, what you doing," and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna say it like this: everybody trying to make some money, and I understand your lane, but you just got to make sure you keep yourself in a safe position when you exposing people, if that's what you're going for.
No, and that's facts. And there's, like you said, there's always consequences for your actions.
Off top. That's what I'm saying. But shouts out to DC Baby Draco for even, bringing that to everybody's attention because, the police probably going to be looking at Lebo now like, hey, Lebo, where was you at this day? And, interrogation rooms and you know how this shit go, man.
All right, man. And that brings us right into the next, segment where the FBI, and Homeland Security and shit.
Yeah.
They just hit Stockton, helping out the Stockton police.
Operation Boogeyman.
Yeah, Operation Boogeyman, taking out all the top crash outs and all the top rappers and artists in the Central Valley, man.
Yeah.
And this shit's getting crazy. So I'm thinking like a lot of these bloggers and podcasters, they have a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? Like they're giving the alley-oop to the police. Mm-hmm. They just got to do their research. They probably already doing their research. You're just putting it out there for them and they just, gathering it. Because they done made a sweep of Stockton and took down all the top gangs, all the top artists, all your top crash outs. So how you feel about that, man?
I mean, I seen the helicopter circling for them couple of days.
For a couple days, facts.
You know what I'm saying? They was on the east, and then they came to the north. Yeah. Then they went to the south. Then I see them flying over the west.
They was active, facts.
That helicopter was moving, and it had me thinking like, something going on. I didn't know if it was just crime them last few days, but nah, it was the FBI and the Stockton Police Department crashing down. And the rap music, right?
Facts.
When you make a song and you saying everything you doing in the song, right?
Talk to them.
And it's fucking real. Like it ain't no playing around in the songs. Everybody know you talking about this person
and now
you talking about that person. You slid on this block, you slid on that block. So it's almost like you solving the police's murders and robberies and all that shit for them.
Telling on yourself for sure.
Yeah. So Operation Boogeyman, I mean, the police, they had the ammunition to go in because y'all gave it to them.
Yeah, and that's like I'm saying. They called it Operation Boogeyman because they out here calling themselves the Boogeyman and the Grim Reapers and shit. And that's like you're taunting them, so they gonna come back extra hard on that ass for sure.
It shouts out to all the rappers out here, no matter what side you from.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna do the hating and dissing shit. But what I will say is everybody out here trying to make a way for their family. But at a certain point, you keep putting all this different stuff on these songs and they're going to indict you.
That's what I'm saying. We can't hate. They already, doing it to themselves, man.
Yeah, and I'm not going to hate on nobody anyways, because I look at it like this. All these different sides of towns, everybody just trying to eat and make a way.
For sure.
Right? So, yeah, I got beef with certain people and shit like that, but just to be able to feed your family and move forward in a positive manner, I think that's what you should be trying to strive for,
Nah, facts. And I won't wish death or jail on no man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I will say this is my piece of advice for everybody. Make sure y'all don't get out here on these songs and tell them exactly what you did yesterday. You know what I mean?
Because there's ways you can go around it, like, you know what I'm saying? Even like with the Young Thug and Lil Durk, like they dissecting every word, every verse,
every single second of that shit. And then you got some detectives that really like hip hop.
Yeah,
so they listen to the songs.
Yeah, that's what they do.
When they get off work, they listening to it. Then they coming back to work the next day and solving the crime. And that's what happened in Operation Boogeyman out here in Stockton. They listen to every single word, and y'all telling the truth so much. It's like, I understand you want to diss the other side, but this ain't Chicago.
Nah, for sure.
And
you see what happens in Chicago, it happens there too.
Yeah, they watch Chicago too.
Yeah, they make fun. They talking about, oh, this is this and that gang. Well, we're the da-da-da-da gang. Like, they really, y'all want to play with the police, they gonna play with us and that shit. You know what I mean? It's clearly what they doing.
Yeah.
Like they was taunting them for so long, it's only how long it's gonna last so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean, I look at it like, what do
Basically,
they expect? You
yeah,
know,
basically telling on yourself for
it's
sure.
just like going back to Jaleek when she says certain things about EBK Lebo and he gets locked up the next couple months down the line. It's like, what do you expect? I don't know if that's what you're trying to do to Lebo, but I mean, that's going to be the consequences and
No, like she has
results.
some type of animosity or something against him because she didn't
I
have to say
understand
that.
it.
She
I
didn't have to say
understand it.
that. She didn't
I
have to do
understand
all
it.
that. Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Like everybody want to put everything on social media, and y'all just making it easier for the police department. So good luck. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't gonna spread positivity, like I said, it be people in the town that people got beef with, and I don't even care nothing about
Yeah.
that. Me
That shit don't have
personally,
nothing to do with
it's
me.
like, man, hey, you know what? We all been through what we've been through. Feed your family. Let's move forward. That way we can all get money. That's it. Because us out here killing each other, like all these people that died, a lot of these people that died, they was actually good people. I'm
No,
not
for
even gonna
sure.
sit up. I don't care if there was ops. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They was good people. And the ones that was pieces of shit, then they probably deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold
No,
you.
like you said, God has it, handles it his way. Karma handles it her way. You know what I'm saying? It's coming.
Yeah, but yeah, shouts out to everybody that got caught in that Operation Boogeyman, and
Yeah.
hopefully y'all figure out a way to move forward smart and change y'all
Facts.
life, because a
Better
lot of them
yourself.
people, they've been to prison already. I seen the pictures.
Yeah.
I've
Facts.
been in prison with most of them people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So one thing is, it's like, damn, this is years and years and years later, and y'all still ain't changing. The police department still kicking down y'all door. Like that means something ain't clicking or connecting up here. You know, y'all got to make some kind of change at a certain point.
No, and that's facts.